Between Two Worlds, From Tyranny to Freedom, My Escape from the Inner Circle of Saddam, by Zainab Salbi. Read by Josephine Bailey. Copyright 2005 by Zainab Salbi. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with Zainab Salbi and the Penguin Group USA and was produced in the year 2005 by Tantor Media Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. The Abbasid Coin. My mother grew up in a grand house with a courtyard and 16 rooms on the Tigris River. The house belonged to my grandfather, who died before I was born. Mama inherited from him a modest fortune, a share of the house and his factories, a quantity of gold, and a family name that means something still. But the one physical object of his that I ever really cared about was a gold coin forged 1,000 years ago by Abbasid caliphs who moved the political and cultural center of the Islamic Empire from Damascus eastward to Baghdad. Baghdad yields its secrets reluctantly to those who dig, and a friend of my grandfather's discovered a bag of the coins in the course of demolishing an old building. He gave 3 to my grandfather, who gave 1 to each of his 3 young daughters. Mama, the youngest, designed a frame for it in the shape of a small chain and wore it around her neck always. It had a dent on one edge I can still visualize because I so often wondered what sort of blow might have caused it. She was a teacher when I was little, and when she came home from school she would take a nap on the sofa. She had the gift of being able to fall asleep almost instantly, and she radiated utter peace as she slept. I would squeeze in next to her, take in the slightly sweaty smell of the classroom she brought home with her, and try to make my breaths match hers exactly. Between her full breasts lay the Abbasid coin. I remember breathing to the rise and fall of that ancient coin against her skin, its worn symbols gleaming softly in the afternoon light. I assumed I would wear it when I grew up and became, hopefully, as smart and beautiful as she was. Of course, I also assumed back then that Iraq would always be my home. Though it is hard to imagine, given all that has happened since, growing up in Baghdad was for me probably not unlike growing up in an American suburb in the 1970s. I spent many hours driving around with my mother, running errands and shopping, driving to and from school, going to piano lessons, ballet lessons, swimming lessons, and just tagging along. She kept a busy social calendar then, and in the car was the place I got to spend time with her. She loved Baghdad.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?